Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and today I'm going to start a fall journal, autumn fall journal, and I don't know where it's going to take me because all I did was go in and print out digitals that I had from all different kinds of kits. But most of them are just, there's no there's some birds, but there's no fox or squirrels or that kind of thing. I just wanted it to be kind of basic, and that way if you want to use it any time of the year, you can. It's just the colors that will be evident. Okay? Well, I guess I am going to put some leaves. Maybe I'll change my mind on that. I don't know. Anyway. Well, the first thing I wanted to share with you is I don't know if you guys remember, but she was a YouTube sub of mine, which was Diane Connor, and she has a shop called Reflections by Di on Etsy. And she said she was not going to sell on Etsy anymore, but I accidentally came across her in my favorites, and she had all kinds of stuff. So I placed an order, but I just wanted to share these with you. This is a little fence. I have to admit they're a little smaller than I anticipated, but there's always a place for stuff like this. But I'm just going to quickly share. Oh, there is a white one. I thought there was. So, on a, what do you call it, tag or something, journal card, that would be so cute. I'm always looking for fences. Then this is what really intrigued me was I got these little license plates, and they're so darn cute. I mean, they're just little, license plate. This is Michigan. I don't know. This one is Illinois. And then it's got this sign, and I think they might be stickers because they're kind of shiny on the top. But yeah, they look like true signs because of that. They look like they're metal. So that was fun. This was kind of where it started, all of it. I'm like, oh, I like those. Okay. And then I ordered 2 park benches, or maybe 3, I think 2. And then I got some birch branches and deer. And then she sent me this as a little extra, which is some white branches, Christmas trees, and snowflakes. I ordered these because I always wanted some of these tags, and I just don't want to buy 500 online. So, yeah, she sells like 10 of them at a time. And then I think this is extra too. I don't remember ordering these. She probably just threw them in. She said she put some extras, but I thought it was the snowflakes. But this is cool. It's got some nice, oh, I lost a license plate. It's got, these branches, which you can use those all the time. I thought I'd use some of these in my fall. Maybe some of these leaves sticking out, or I don't know. Look, I love this. This would be so nice for Christmas, but I could use this in fall too. So that's that. I can't go through all of these. I should need to go and divide them up or put them on a sticky page. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that because it's just too much to... They're all tangled up. And then I got some napkins. Now, I know she sent me extra napkins because I didn't order all of these, but I don't know if it was last year or the year before. It had to be the year before, I think. She sent me these 3 napkins in a Happy Mail, and I loved them. Especially this one, I just kept using it and using it. And I know I remember using this, but I can't remember what journal it was now. But I did use it several times because I don't have it anymore. And so along with that came some other ones. This bird here. And then quite a few Christmas. And these were extras. I didn't order Christmas. But this is cool. It's all like hand stitched. Look. So if anybody wants to jump in and say hi to her, I think I have her in my links. It's Reflections by Di on Etsy. So if you look at my links and look for her, look for that name. Nothing ever goes back in the way it came out. Take a look and, you know, maybe you'll find something you like and support her. She's, you know, she's just a stay-at-home lady and like me and you. And I punched up the... Okay. Anyway, so that's just that. And then I did go to the thrift store yesterday. And I was thinking, I have these papers over here. I don't remember why. I mean, I saved them for... Oh, okay. These are from the Raven. Yeah, these are some that were left over from the folk, Autumn Folk Journal. So I might be able to use these in my fall. Okay, so at the thrift store, these are all the papers. I got, I don't know, stuff. Some stickers, and these are envelopes, and all I saw was the love. This was all, you know, put together, like in a, wrapped around. And I realized that these are actual stamps. This is USA 33, and you can buy these from the post office, order them, and yeah, and let's see, what year was this? I had somewhere they put a year. Oh, 1998. So I guess you can add the extra postage if, you know, I hate to use them because, you know, they do have postage. I don't know what this is, but, oh, that's pretty, the design, but it's got writing on it, I think. Yeah. Okay, and then, let's see, anything else exciting? I bought some old books. I've got another book here that I'm going to use probably for a altered book because I like the way it's put together. I can take it out. Is this a Reader's Digest? I don't think so. Oh, this is the book Mrs. A. This is a story of, this was written in 1954, and she was, I believe, a movie star. There was a really pretty picture in here. I don't know where it is. You guys, oh, there. So she's really 1951. But anyway, we're not going to read the book because I'm using it to tear it up. This is some napkins, doilies, which I like because I've never seen them in the rectangular size. I mean, I never come across them, even brand new. I guess maybe online, but I didn't look. So, and I got tons of pieces of fabric. I mean, this is, if anybody knows anything about cotton fabric, quilting fabric, this is a line of what do they call it? Civil War fabric. And these are 10 by 10s, and they're expensive. There's 20 here. I bought it for $1.99, and no, $2.09. And I don't know what line of fabric they're from, but I think there's 20 in a, you know, in a package, and they're like $20. So that was a good deal. Plus I got some other smaller pieces too. Got this little notebook. I buy these whenever I can find them. If I see they look vintage, and if I can pull them out, I buy them because they make great pages in your junk journals. Or if you have to cut these, sometimes I get them and I do have to cut, they make a great, you know, notebook for the inside of a journal. So I'm going to use some of those. This is another old, I got this from Habitat for Humanity, 50 cents. All the books were 50 cents. And, you know, Goodwill is $1.92 for books now. This will fall apart, but I'm going to use it to, I'll glue it together and make them stronger. Anyway, so that's, it's all chewed up. I think, you know, the puppy got it or something. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, so, oh, I got this, just so you guys can kind of keep an eye out for what you might not look at. I saw the scrapbook and I thought, oh, you know, it's just those pages where the sticky pages. And I went ahead and pulled it out and I opened it and it has the actual scrapbook paper in it. Like the old black ones used to be. It's kind of a textured paper. It's got little, it's almost like handmade fill. And so I'm going to take those out, and that's going to make great journal pages here. And then I thought, you know, this book cover would make a nice little ephemera holder if I wanted to make that never-ending ephemera again. And then I got crossword puzzles because they're so vintage. I don't know when these were out, but I'm like, how am I going to, let's see, I wonder what year these were. 1992. They're not that old, but it's, you know, the way it was stored or something, it's all yellowed. So some paper yellows much faster than other papers. And this is kind of like a nice paperweight. So I thought I would just rip them out and put them in. And the problem is the puzzle is always the opposite page. I really need to put like 2 pages in so you can find out the crossword and then have the puzzle. I don't know. Just another piece of paper to lay around. So, okay. I lost them. Okay, so here is the pages that I'm going to use. Now, these, like I said, are all, and I needed to rip all these edges off, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and try to put pages together. So I have 1, 2, let's see, that one and that one are not pages. I printed off a few. This was from Tanya at Teddy Treasures. I think it's her Patreon. And then this is just plain green. I've got 2 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put most of them on coffee dyes. These are just extras that I saw. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are different pages. 11, 12, and I did 2 of those. 13, 14. Okay, so I need like 20 pages if I do 1 signature. So this will be 1, that's 15. Of these in 17, 18. Well, that's not 17. That's barely enough. one of these doilies in. This needs to be coffee dyed. I was so excited when I found these. And I was at the Goodwill and there was nothing. I mean, it was like the store was practically empty. And, but then, you know, you just keep digging and digging. Oh, I got one. Oh, well. You keep digging and eventually you find them. Find stuff. Okay, I can't get that back in. I was thinking of some book pages. Let me see. I have. This one you can't write on it because it's got wax on it. But that's okay. I'm just rummaging through here because I didn't think to get a bunch of pages out. Oh, I wanted some pianos. Here's the piano page. And that's a September, August. I don't have many of these pages left. Oh, September and October. Oh yeah, September's over already, huh? Oh. And I can get some straw paper would be good. I've got some of this. I think it went between something, I don't know what. There's 2 pages of it. I think I'll just rip it in half. Use that for something. Straw paper, I have. I'll just use that for scrap. Something else. Let's see, we could use. I think this one might be together. It says September, but it's got October there, so I think I'll do the October. Save Washington for next year. Let's see if there's anything else jumping out. I feel like sometimes I put the same papers in all the time. And vintage page. This page, good. Okay. Read that one. There's a bunch of pages up here. Could stick them together. Gives you a variety. I'll have to think about it. Because I might end up making more signatures than I anticipated. I like the color of this one. It feels like 2, but it's not. think I'll use this and we'll fold it in half. Probably need to put something in there. This might be too brittle. And then I'll just make a pocket. Okay. So, I hate sorting this paper out because I don't know what I want to put where. So the best thing to do is take your non-traditional papers and fold the ones you want. And I'm just doing this because I have to take it all apart again, but just to show you. And this one probably won't go there because, let's put this one in there. And I don't know what kits these are from, but if you see something you like, let me know, and I will dig out paperwork. Okay, so that one there, let's just clean. I don't want to put two kits together because some of them I printed 2 pages. I hope everybody's doing well, doing okay. Looking forward to tomorrow is my MRI on my back, so I can find out if they can fix it. Now this is, you can't write on this, but I thought I would put it in and just make pockets on it. Because otherwise, what am I ever going to do with it? I guess, I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's fold it up. And that way, I've got 2 pockets. Okay. This guy is going to be on the back side. So he was born on October 27th, 1858. Okay. I like this page. Now I printed this on some graph paper that I had, and I put it in backwards, of course. So the bird's all printed out like this, and I wanted this to be on my back page, but oh well. Here's another one that printed on, let's see, can I use this piano paper or not? I find it difficult to use because it rips so easily. So let's see, I've already creased it like that. I guess, I don't know why it's creased there. I don't know which way is up or down. It doesn't matter. Can you see me? I'm over here on the side trying to fit this. So, and if I do that and then go up here, I might just trim that off right there because it is ripped already, perforated. How they ever came up with this, I don't know. It's kind of weird, huh? Alright. Save that for scrap. And these are going to be a little too long. I'm going to get something in. I can't. I need to make more tape. And that'll take care of that whole rip right there. Okay. All right. Let's see what other. Put this paper in. And this, because I use that other kind of paper, it's not coffee dyed. Trying to see where this would look nice. What happened to, I think that would look good with the, what's his face? Okay. Now let's put this in. I'm trying to think, what flowers go good for this time of year? Then I don't like that on the plain paper. See if there's another one that would be like too many small papers. Put it in here. And look nice next to that. And I think I'm gonna to have something to set up. I should fold it the other way, like that. So I may take these and coffee dye them, and you know, all kinds of things like that. That in. Let's go this way. Might look pretty on the cover. I'll just do it. Have to figure out what I'm going to use. for the journal, I was just thinking a file folder, you know. That's the way I used to do it. Most of the time, anyway. This berry one might, this napkin will look nice on one of these pages. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll just fold this and stick it in. Avoid two whites together, but this is copper dyed pretty good. And that's very white. I'm going to save this. I don't know, I feel like I want to use it on the, maybe on the cover. It's going, yeah, I kind of like that. All right. Now, do I want this to be the center page? I guess it doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that would be 23. Which could work as one. It's just that when I start adding stuff to it, then I'm limited. I don't like to be limited. I'd rather make the spine, you know, the cover and spine after I get the pages decorated, so I know how big. But if I had to, I could do like a 2-inch spine. Or maybe I'll do 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 1 signature. Now I'm thinking maybe I want to do 3 signatures, but not big ones. Okay, 1. That should even out too. Okay. I forgot what I had. I don't want to recount it on. Okay, so I'm going to stop for a minute, and then I'm going to count these, and in the meantime I may go ahead and get these all trimmed up, and then we'll come back and see what else I need to do. Okay, so hello. I had to join the 2 videos together because I stopped the camera somehow. Actually, I plugged it in to make sure it didn't die on me when I was pausing. So anyway, I did get all 3 signatures together at this point. I'm not sure if I'm going to add more pages, but there's options for flips and all that kind of stuff once I get going. But you can see here I've just put in pages crooked. Let's see if I can't get that a little straighter. yeah, so I just inked around most of them. I guess I missed that one. And that's the center of this one at this point. I may change that. I don't like it to be so white in the middle like that. Yeah, so each signature has stuff in it, and as I decorate it, it'll get bigger and bigger. So that's why I'm thinking right now I have, let's see, I always do this, like 45 pages right now, total, I think. And so that will, not 45 pages. Let me think, 16, and like 26 pages is what I'm at. Yeah, 26 or 28, something like that. Anyway, so then I thought, well, I'll pull out some stuff that I've maybe already made, or things that I was going to use, pieces of ephemera that I have left over from, I have a fall box, which is here. So, you know, there's pumpkins and just cutesy little things, some leaves, and so forth. I'm not going to use most of this because it's, I don't know. I may add a leaf or something. I'm not sure how I want it to look. I never really know until it's over. But I did like this one to go in there for fall. So this is one we made with Roxy last week, I believe. Gosh, I can't believe tomorrow's already Friday again. And she'll be up for a video. I'm going to take that butterfly off, and I'm going to add one of these that I think kind of has more of a springy feel to it. Not spring, what am I thinking? Fall. And it was already pre-cut from last time, so I'm just going to put it on that. I've only got a few minutes because I was already on like 30 some minutes, 35 minutes or something. I wonder if I want to ink around that. See, now I wasn't inking when I do Rachel's. I can always come back and ink if I'm not crazy about it, but then again, somebody might want to use this without inking. But if you buy a journal from me, you're going to get inking, so I guess you would use it. I mean, you know, a lot of us purchase journals so we can look and see how it was done in person. Okay, and then you never know, we might be famous like Gail Gastinelli, and then you could say, I have one of your journals. Okay, so see that one here, we will put in a pocket probably, maybe a little side tuck. I wasn't planning on making, I mean, I want to make some pockets, but I don't want to necessarily have them be a pocket, if you know what I mean, like from a kit. Let's go that way, because I pulled these out. Even they're kind of the you know, the colors, so I may end up using some of these, but this one here I'm just going to cover it with paper. This is a Edith Holden page, and I thought that was good the way it is. So let's see. So we've got this, and I'll get my little thing together and make I'm going to glue this all together. This is that old book, and the pages are very brittle, so I want to make a pocket out of this just because I like this colors in this. But I have to be pretty careful because it is, like I said, very stuck. Very brittle. Very brittle. That's what I meant. Okay, so I'm going to glue that half down. I don't want to glue it closed yet. And then I'll glue this side. Up. And I probably will end up sewing around this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this about here, maybe to about right there, fold it over, and then this will be our pocket. Let me see if I I just wanted to give it a little bit on that edge there. Now I'm getting it all ripping. I don't have any I don't know if I'm going to put this orange. These are ones I made. Where's a pair of scissors? So I only have like 10 minutes, and, well, I have a little longer than that, but still, I thought I could do this really quick. And this tape does not rip like washi, the cellophane type tape. On that side. It's not going to be noticeable, but because this side will be glued down. I'll have to figure out how to balance it out. Okay, so and I guess I don't think I'll put anything inside that. So then I want to do something on front, and I thought I'd like to use this little bird. Here. All right. There is a girl, her name is Tammy, and she is called, her YouTube channel is Lou Frou Frou, I think, Studios. Or design. I don't know. I'll try to remember to link her. Anyway, if you want to, you know, go over and take a look at her channel. She's just recently retired. She's very excited, as we all are when we retire. But she does some really neat stuff, and she has what is now going to be, I think, Wednesday, what is it, Wednesday Grunge Day? I'm not sure, but anyway, I thought I'd follow her along and follow along with her and kind of do, you know, something like what she does. It's grungy, and I mean, it doesn't have to be like dirty grungy. It just needs to be, you know the grunge. So I hope if I, do that, I hope you guys will enjoy that. And now I can't do it on, she does it on Wednesday, so I can't do it Wednesday because I have to see what she did on Wednesday to follow along, if you know what I mean. Okay. If I can, I don't think I can rip this sideways. This is dryer sheet, coffee dyed. So don't throw your dryer sheets away. But it doesn't like to rip across the grain. Alright, so let me put some glue stick here to hold that down. Okay, I like this, so I was thinking about using the sticker thing, but I don't know. It's like I have to get it out, you know what I mean? It's one of those purchases you do that you just, someday it's going to come in and be the exact thing I need. But it's like these die cuts. I didn't order these because Diane was kind enough to send them along with the order. But I just don't have time to sit around and do die cuts either. So I'd rather have her make them for me. Hope I can get that to stick when it's... I may have to come back and do some extra gluing on it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so now I can put this little guy there. And let's put some word or letters or something, numbers. Those are pretty bright. Oh, here's, let's do, we can do gather gratitude, friendship, beautiful, every day. I like every day. I don't know. These I printed up a couple years ago, actually, I think, for fall. Probably need to update it. Okay. And I'd like to have a backdrop behind that. Let's see, I wonder if this would be too stark. That becomes a little too big. Okay. I have this thing too. I think I will look better on something else. Let's see, what else can I find that's I didn't pull out lace or anything. Let me see what I've got is I've got some leftover I don't think this rips. Oh, a little bit. This is some cross stitch fabric that I just finished, a little pumpkin cross stitch. That's a little too big. Okay, we're just gonna make that a whole lot smaller. Cover up the whole bird. The birds have been going crazy out here. I don't know if it's, you know, it sounds like spring almost. I can leave that off the edge somewhat. Let's take some more of these off and give it a more rustic edge there. Okay, so let me glue him down. Her, she looks like a girl bird. Let's see what my time is. Okay. Well, I got 16 minutes on here, so now I'm going to have to probably just stop and should probably get my Sobo glue out to stick it down. And this is just cross stitch fabric that I used, and I coffee dyed it, or tea dyed it, I should say. You know what? This is what's throwing me off. I don't want this every day so big up here. Let's rip that down. Better. Okay. Still should have been a little bit smaller, I think. I feel like I need something else down here. It's just a little too bright. It kind of just jumps out at you. Oh, I could use one of these little license plates, but oh, I hate using it. I don't want to use them. I guess I will have to order more. Nope. Okay. I guess I'll use it. Let's see if it's a sticker. I feel like a sticker. It feels like a sticker on top, but it doesn't. No, I don't think so. I'll have to look at her her Etsy page and see if it says stickers. The little metal numbers and letters I got, there's no way they come apart. You just use one side or the other. That's the only option. I'm just going to do that right there. Cute. Alrighty, I'm excited. I'll glue this down a little bit more because I'm thinking this might be sliding into a pocket. Okay. So, I know I'm out of time. Let's see. I was gonna see if this would fit. But I haven't glued it shut yet. I need to glue it closed. fabric is probably going to work best if it's on the outside, but I don't think I want it to hang on the outside. So I don't think I'll put that in there, but it'll go somewhere else. So I just need to make another card for this, and right now I don't have enough time to do that. I want something big enough. I guess that one would probably work if I wanted it to. It says November. This is a journal card. All right, well, that's going to be it for today, and I will see what else we come up with. I'll probably make more tags. I just wanted to put something in there so I can take a picture so you guys can kind of get an idea when you glance at it. That doesn't look very picturesque, does it? Take that fabric off, I guess. It's hard to take pictures because when I do take a picture and it uploads, it's like a thumbnail that you see. Well, I can't get the whole picture in it. It just only lets me put whatever size, but at least it lets me put something up. Before, you couldn't do anything. You would just have to go figure out how to get a thumbnail, and I just never could, figure that out. So then I used, what's the name of that place? Canva. But it's a whole extra thing to do, just to upload a video by going there. So, at least I get a picture. It's just not the best that I would like. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm sorry if it's too long, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.